At first, it sounds like a contradiction. How can someone be lazy yet ambitious? Lazy people don't dream big. Ambitious people don't sit still. Or so we're told. But there's a type of person that lives quietly between those two labels. A person who wants more from life, deeply, intensely, yet struggles to move. They imagine success vividly. They think about change constantly. They feel frustrated by their own inaction. And then they don't act. Not because they don't care, not because they're stupid, not because they lack goals, but because something underneath the surface is misaligned. This video isn't about shaming laziness, and it's not about glorifying ambition. It's about understanding why some people feel capable of greatness, but stuck in stillness. They don't lack desire, they lack energy alignment. Lazy but ambitious people want a better life. Not casually, not vaguely. They want freedom, security, meaning, respect. They imagine themselves doing better, living better, becoming more. So why don't they move? Because desire and energy are not the same thing. Their ambition lives in their thoughts, but their exhaustion lives in their nervous system. Their mind is active, their body is tired. And when those two are out of sync, action feels impossible. They don't wake up excited, they wake up overwhelmed. Even simple tasks feel heavy, not because they're hard, but because their system is already drained. So instead of acting, they think. Instead of doing, they imagine. And the gap between potential and reality grows wider. These people don't struggle with vision. They struggle with steps. They see the end result clearly. The finished project, the improved lifestyle, the respected version of themselves. But the daily grind feels meaningless. Their brain doesn't reward small progress. It only lights up for big outcomes. So when effort feels slow, boring, repetitive, their motivation collapses. They're not lazy. They're miswired for long processes without emotional payoff. And modern life makes this worse. Fast rewards, instant feedback, endless stimulation. Why grind quietly when dopamine is everywhere? So they wait. Not because they don't want success, but because the path doesn't feel worth the emotional cost. What looks like laziness is often fear. Fear of starting, fear of failing, fear of confirming self-doubt. If they begin, it has to be good. If it's not good, it means something about them. So they delay. Because as long as they haven't started, the dream stays intact, pure, unjudged. Procrastination becomes protection. They don't avoid work, they avoid the emotional risk of trying. And every delay reinforces the belief, I could do it if I really tried. But that belief slowly becomes a cage. Lazy but ambitious people consume ideas. They watch videos, listen to podcasts, read advice. Their mind feels productive, but their life doesn't change. Why? Because consumption creates the illusion of movement. Their brain mistakes information intake for progress. They feel smarter, more aware, more prepared. But preparation never turns into execution. So they stay stuck in a loop. Learn, feel inspired, do nothing, feel guilty, repeat. The mind races, the body freezes, and slowly, ambition turns into frustration. This is the part most people miss. Some people don't avoid effort because they're lazy. They avoid it because effort once led to burnout, criticism, failure, being taken advantage of. Their nervous system remembers, So now effort triggers resistance, even when the goal matters, even when the reward is real. This isn't a motivation problem. It's a learned avoidance response. Their body says, last time we tried hard, we got hurt. So it protects them by shutting down. They keep waiting for the right feeling. They believe action should feel right first, that before they move, something inside them should shift. A surge of motivation, a sudden clarity, a quiet confidence. They tell themselves they're not avoiding the work, they're just waiting. Waiting to feel ready, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the day it finally clicks. They think, one day I'll wake up and just know what to do. One day I'll feel prepared. One day it won't feel this heavy. But readiness is a myth. No one wakes up fully formed. No one suddenly feels complete before they begin. Action doesn't follow emotion. Emotion follows action. Motivation isn't the cause, it's the reward. Confidence doesn't appear before movement. It grows after repeated effort. Discipline doesn't arrive with fireworks. It doesn't feel inspiring. It doesn't feel powerful. Most of the time, it feels neutral. And neutrality feels like laziness to someone addicted to intensity. So they mistake calm for stagnation, silence for failure, stillness for lack of ambition. Instead of starting imperfectly, they wait to feel something first. And while they wait, days blend together. Weeks pass quietly. Months disappear. Nothing breaks, nothing collapses, but nothing moves either. So they wait, and time passes. How are they misunderstood? From the outside, they're easy to judge. They look inconsistent, undisciplined, full of excuses. They start things, then disappear. They talk about big ideas, but move slowly. And to everyone watching, it looks like laziness. But that's only the surface. From the inside, the story is very different. They're deeply aware of their potential. They know what they're capable of. They can see the version of themselves they haven't become yet. And that awareness hurts. Because every delay feels personal. Every unfinished plan feels like proof. Not that they can't do it, but that they're failing to live up to themselves. They feel ashamed of their inaction, frustrated by their own patterns, tired of explaining why they haven't started. They're not comfortable being lazy. They don't enjoy it. They don't relax in it. They're trapped between who they are now and who they believe they could be. And living in that gap, day after day, creates a quiet pressure, a mental weight that never fully lifts. They're not fighting the world, they're fighting themselves. And that internal conflict is exhausting. So, what's the turning point? Lazy but ambitious people don't change by pushing harder. Pressure has never worked on them. It only increases resistance. They change by lowering the cost of starting. Smaller steps, less pressure, less identity attached to outcomes. They stop treating every action like a test of their worth. They stop demanding intensity before movement. Instead of forcing motivation, they redesign the beginning. They stop asking, how do I stay motivated? And start asking, how do I make starting painless? What's the smallest action that creates momentum? The version of effort that feels almost too easy to fail. Once action becomes small enough, something shifts, movement begins, consistency follows, and slowly, without drama, their ambition finally has a path. They're not lazy. They're ambitious minds trapped in exhausted systems. Systems built on pressure, on waiting to feel ready, on confusing intensity with progress.
And when those systems fail, people blame themselves. But the moment the system changes, the moment action becomes lighter, quieter, more human, everything changes. Not overnight, not dramatically, but consistently. And for someone who's been stuck for years, that quiet shift is enough to change a life.